finally a nice spring day here in Cincinnati, and we don't get very many of those. So when I walked outside, I found myself suddenly working on an estate that I had recently acquired. And whether it's sorting rocks, cutting rocks, polishing them, working with rocks can be a very mindful experience. And mindfulness has been found to be an excellent type of meditation that can help reduce anxiety and depression. So I'm going to talk today a little bit about mindfulness and how our work with rocks and minerals can be incorporated into this practice. This is about half of the estate that I acquired. The other half is either in the house or in the front yard. And so you can see that it can be pretty overwhelming. But with mindfulness, you take one thing at a time and you focus on just that one thing. So we're going to come over here and we're going to take a look at some of the material. So here we have some nice crystals, and if I was doing this mindlessly and I was just trying to sort through all this, I would just be putting these in piles. This is calcite, this is Petoskey stone, this is flint. But if we're doing this mindfully, we are going to look at the rock or the mineral. We're going to examine it. We're going to use all of our senses. I didn't really use taste because these have been sitting around for a long time and I'm not sure what's on them. But you can feel the texture. You can examine or look at the iridescence of these minerals, the shininess, or you can look at the Petoskey stone and notice that when it's in its rough form, it looks very dull compared to once you get it polished. You don't really hear rocks, but you might hear the bird in the background, the hawk that was talking earlier. So you just want to keep in mind each of the senses when you're going through these rocks. And as I went through them, I couldn't help but think about how every rock has a story. We may not know it, we may never know it, but every one of these rocks has a story. The person who collected these or bought them has a story to tell. Maybe it's that 9-year-old boy who found his first brachiopod fossil, and he was so excited that he became a paleontologist. Or maybe you're out camping and collecting rocks, and it's not really the rock itself, but that rock reminds you of that night at the campfire with your friends and the beautiful night sky. Or maybe you bought a rock and you were very excited because it was your first Petoskey stone, and you're so excited and ready to get that cut and cab into your favorite piece of jewelry. Maybe it was that special crystal that was given to you by a loved one. So you want to think about each rock. Whether you're sorting rocks, cutting rocks, all of these can be very mindful activities. And it's very meditative and has been shown to improve mood and decrease depression. So I invite you, as you're working with your rocks or your crystals, or whatever hobby you happen to have, try to do it mindfully and think about each step and all of the senses that you can incorporate.